Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all okay. It's been a long while. I think it was 24 days in total. There's been a lot going on, so I'm not really going to talk much about the nails. I'll just let that play in the background and we'll have a little catch up because it's been a while. So obviously the first thing to happen was, so your phone. I set mine, I've got a PIN, not a password, or like I use my thumbprint to unlock, and if it's been updated it'll ask for the PIN. So I'll put the 4-digit PIN in, never set a password. And I've set my phone to do a software update. If there's any updates ready and available, I've set it so that it does it Saturday evening. Then when I wake up on Sunday morning, I have to put my PIN in because it won't accept my thumbprint because it's been updated. So I wake up the Sunday morning and it was asking me for my password. And I was like, I haven't got a password. Put my PIN and it wouldn't accept it. And it was like, no, it's got letters in. And I was like, no, it hasn't. Just not a clue what was going on. No one had touched my phone and like secretly set a password or anything. My 3 kids are, they're old enough, they're 15 and 16. They're not going to do something like that, and they would tell me if they did. So about 4, 5, 6 hours after trying to get in, Ryan managed to do some wizardry, do some magic, but we had to wipe the phone completely. So while I did lose pretty much everything, thankfully, like all of my contacts were saved on my SIM. Most of my photos were backed up on Amazon Photos, because you get that for free. I don't know if you know that actually, but it's quite a good thing. If you pay for Prime, you get access to Amazon Photos and you get unlimited storage for photos. I think it's 5 megabytes for, not megabytes, gigabytes for videos, but unlimited for photos. So a lot of my photos were there, but videos were a no-show. So I lost everything. Literally everything I do with videos, recording, little nail room editing is my phone. I don't like doing it on my laptop or a PC or anything like that. It's all on my phone. I've got used to the apps that I use. I love it. So I lost everything. My video intro and outro, the music that I use for the intro and outro, the subscribe bar thing, yeah, you name it. All the little things that you don't think of were gone. So I've slowly managed to get most of it back. Obviously, I can't get it all back, but I think we're at a place now where, we can carry on doing videos. So phone done, happy with where it got to. I did a 50% discount on my Etsy shop, and that's just order after order, which I'm so grateful for, but obviously that took a lot of time to do all the nail sets, all the orders, and homeschooling. Then my fibro flared up and I started getting a lot of pain. I started getting nausea, headaches, migraines. One of my daughters, you can hear them arguing in the background. She got a cold, the one that has low immune system because of the heart problems and the JIA that she suffers from. So she got ill. Then I got ill, and then my sister. So I got a phone call off of my sister-in-law, my sister's partner, saying that she was unsure what to do. She was panicking. So my sister has a lot of health problems as well. She's got fibro on top of a lot of other things. But now and again she has like she struggles to breathe sometimes. She's always had asthma, and her old GP, her old doctor, family doctor, gave her something called a nebulizer to have at home. So if she feels like the thing with the lungs is, like flaring up or whatever, she can sense that, and then she can take the nebulizer to like keep it at bay. But it's been like 8, 9, 10 years since she's had one of these episodes, and her partner had never seen her have one of these episodes before, so she was really panicking. So I went over and looked at her and checked on her and sat with her. Her partner had already called the the emergency services, but they were so busy. They said, we can't give you a time frame for when we're actually going to be able to get there. So when I turned up and I saw how bad she was, she literally could not breathe. I phoned them up again, and I sat next to my sister so that they could hear how bad she is at breathing. And they said the same thing. We don't know when we can get to you. And I said, so she's just got to struggle to breathe. She cannot breathe. She's taking in the smallest amount of oxygen possible with each breath, which was really hard to witness. So after we put the phone down, I just said to her, I said, Claire, you're going to have to get in the car. You need to get in the car. You need to go now. We don't know when the ambulance is going to get here, but at least if you're on the way, you're closer to a hospital, and, you know, we can call 999 again. So we managed to sort her out, about to get her in the car, and the ambulance turned up, and they agreed she needed medical attention ASAP. So they did some work on her at the home, and then they did some more work on her in the ambulance, gave her adrenaline and whatnot, gave her 3 more different nebulizer medications, and she was in hospital for, I think it was 4 days, until they managed to sort of breathing out. They still don't know what was wrong. Like, they were asking loads of random questions to her, like, have you been abroad recently, like within the last month? Yeah, loads of weird random questions. She's had like scans and stuff on her lungs, and they have found something that they don't know what it is. So she's got to be rescanned for that. So hopefully it will be good news again on her next scan, now that they've given her some antibiotics to try and treat whatever they possibly think it might be. Again, they're not saying anything because they don't know what it is. But she's had to stay away from everyone with a low immune system, which means myself and my mum and my daughter. So then moving on to my daughter, she has regular blood checks every month to check her liver levels, ALT levels, to make sure that the medication she has for her arthritis, it's like a chemotherapy medication, it can affect her liver and cause lasting damage. So she went for a blood test, and the GP is supposed to immediately send her results to her specialist at the hospital, and they never. And 2 weeks after the blood test, we had a letter from the hospital saying, we haven't had any blood test results. When was the last time you had some? So I got in touch with her specialist, and I let them know. And they rang me within an hour saying, right, we've got the results. You need to stop a medication immediately. The liver levels are really high. We need to stop. Retake the bloods in a couple of weeks after stopping the medication, and hopefully they've come back down so that she can restart it, because she needs this medication. She's supposed to be in remission at the minute from her arthritis, and she has to be in remission for 2 years to be able to come off the medication. So we've literally just gone into remission. If she stops the medication, which she had to, it could flare the arthritis back up, and then remission has to start all over again once we've had a period of, you know, like no inflammation, no active arthritis in the joints. So it's been an absolute nightmare. And then if you remember, over Christmas I had an infection in my breast, and I had a lump, and I had to go checked out. They found that the lump is fine. It's a fibroedema. It's a non-cancerous tumour. So that was okay. Then I had another infection. And then they were like, well, let's just send you for some blood tests and make sure that everything's okay. And I'm really, really hard to get blood out of. Literally like trying to get blood from a stone. So we had 2 different doctors and nurses trying to get blood from me, and I was like, just keep stabbing me, it's okay. And we had to get booked back in after my arms healed to be able to get some blood, which again took forever. So I'm just waiting on the results of that. But yeah, it's been a rough 3-4 weeks. So that's you catched up, and hopefully on Wednesday we can have a decent conversation that's not dull and depressing. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.